First of all, I want to make it very clear from the start that the reason I'm making this video is because I believe it could help someone else who was in a similar position to me make a decision about what they want. That's it. Second of all, I'm filming this on my front camera on my phone because I wasn't planning to do this, and I'm looking after dogs at the moment, so if you hear the tippy tappy claws, I can't stop that, sorry. So, for some quick context, I had never joined a political party before. I was always one of those people who wasn't that into politics, not because it didn't affect me, but because I had so many things in my life that made me depressed already, and I didn't need another, and I didn't think that I could have any effect on things. Recently, things in my life changing meant that I had more capacity to actually start thinking deeper about this stuff and what I actually cared about, so I've started educating myself more on politics and activism. Now, this was around the time that YourParty, that's capitalised YourParty by Jeremy Corbyn and Sarah Sultana, was emerging. And that gave me hope. Like many people, I think it sparked a renewed interest and the feeling of actually being able to do something. So I was very seriously considering joining the new YourParty and getting very involved in that. If you read the thumbnail, you'll know, spoiler alert, that last week I joined the Green Party, so how did I actually make that decision? I can't tell this dog to lay down because she's deaf, so I just have to wait until she stops walking or goes onto the carpet. She's still. Right. There were two things that essentially pushed me over the edge into making that decision. This is all obviously based on the foundation of like overall I like the Green Party politics, which has always made me supportive of them, but it's never been enough to make me actually do something about it and join them. So the first thing that got me to actually wanting to join the Green Party was something that I was missing from YourParty. Now, I know that the whole purpose of YourParty was that people get to have their say and get to come together and make the policies, and that's why they don't have policies yet. But the thing is, they do. They've been exceptionally clear from the start that they support Palestine and will fight to end the war in Gaza. Just to be clear, I think this is a good thing. But if they can say that without having conferences and without having to decide on policies, then there's nothing stopping them from also saying, we will come together to decide our policies which are in line with protecting trans people, protecting disabled people, taxing wealth, etc. And as a trans person who was very seriously considering joining a party that was not explicitly standing up for us, that didn't feel like a good position to be in. Quick side note, because some people may say this in response to what I've just said. If you remember when the Black Lives Matter movement was at its peak, there was that analogy going around of, yes, all houses matter, but the house that's on fire matters the most right now because it urgently needs our attention. I don't think that is a fair comparison to make in this situation about why YourParty should only be talking about Palestine and Gaza. Because yes, it is an emergency, but there's also emergencies going on in the trans community with new guidelines being brought out, like right now, banning us from public spaces and cuts to disability benefits all happening at the same time. So if you're going to make that comparison in support of YourParty, just consider that, which is what I have to constantly consider as a trans disabled person. Back to the second thing that pushed me over that line for joining the Green Party. It was, of course, a TikTok. I've tried, I cannot find it. If you know who I'm talking about, please let me know so I can tag them. But essentially, they said, if there isn't a bus that takes you to your destination, you get on the one that takes you the closest. And for me, that just clicked in my head and made me go, like, why am I waiting for the perfect answer, the perfect party to come along, when I could just join one right now, one that's already here, and do my part in helping it get to where I want to go. The whole point of joining a party is so that you can have your say within it. If you don't like one policy within a party that you otherwise do support, join the party and campaign to change that policy. The point of this video isn't for me to tell you what policies you should and shouldn't like. I'm not going that deep. It's to tell you that you can't make a change in those policies if you aren't part of the conversation. Like, not being part of the conversation and not being part of the party isn't gonna change anything. You're not gonna have an effect just staying out of it. and this isn't me having to go at you, this is me talking to my past self. Like, I was staying out of it because I was like, oh, I can't do anything, I don't like what's happening. So go be part of the conversation. If you want to join the Green Party and have questions about exactly what that means, then keep watching and I will explain it for all those anxious people like me who need all the information that they can get before they do something. So I joined the Green Party a week ago, and this is exactly what I did. First, searched up their website, which I'll link in the description, but it's literally just greenparty.com or whatever. Had a quick browse through their site manifesto to make sure it aligned with what I thought and what I'd already heard that they stood for. I clicked join and selected my membership. I'm unemployed, so I clicked the cheapest option, which is £6 annually, and I believe it's called concessionary. There is nothing you need to do to prove that you need the cheaper option. Like, you don't need to upload proof of employment or answer any questions. You can just select the right option for you. That's it, it's simple, don't worry about that. Then you put in your details of name, address, just so they can check that you're like a person actually that can vote in the UK, and your bank details, and then you can also select or unselect the optional additional one-time donation as well. You can change that amount as well if you want to. So once you confirm your membership, you can also opt in for email subscriptions, which I suggest to because this will keep you updated about things that you can actually do. And then the next thing that you can do if you want to get more involved is find your local Green Party. And everything that I read said that like this is how you actually get involved, because obviously the Green Party is a big thing. It seems a bit far off, like far away from you at home, like what can I actually do? So find your local party group, and that's how you can like actually get involved directly. So they have a search tool on the Green website for this, where you just type in your postcode and they tell you who your local Green Party is. So my local party is Chiltern Green, so I went to their website, as each local party has their own website, and I clicked the volunteer tab, and then that brought me up a form to fill out of how you'd like to volunteer. So it can be simple stuff or a specialised skill. So the things that they have like a tick box of is like displaying posters, canvassing, talking to people, etc, etc. So I said I can display posters but not talk to people because I'm too socially anxious for that. And I have a car, so I can drive people to events and voting days. And then there's an other box, and you can write like specifically what skills you have. So I wrote I'm a graphic designer and digital marketer, so I'd like to use those skills to help because their social media shit. Everybody knows it, but we're changing that. And then you submit that form and also opt into their emails, and then they will get in contact with you very quickly. I've had like emails from them already about specific ways that you can actually be involved. And that's it. You're part of the conversation, you're part of the community. You don't have to feel shit about who you tactically voted for last time because you got scared into it, and you can actually be proud of who's representing you. If that helped anyone towards making a decision that they can be happy with, then I'm very glad. That was the whole point. If not, it was less than 10 minutes, but I haven't wasted your life. And just think in the next 10 minutes, you could have joined a party that you're proud of. That's all I have to say.